Since the beginning of time, the universe has moved in silence, not through words, but through frequency, a pulse, a pattern, a vibration. Everything you've ever touched, thought, felt, was vibrating, and one being, ancient, luminous, half-forgotten, left us a map to this truth. Thoth, the Atlantean master, the architect of sacred knowledge, the keeper of the Emerald Tablets. Long before Egypt rose from the sands, before Atlantis fell into myth, Thoth taught the hidden laws that govern all reality. Among these was a principle so powerful, so foundational, that it shaped the very code of creation, the law of vibration. Not a metaphor, not a theory, but a truth woven into the fabric of every dimension. Today, we will remember what was once known. We will journey into the heart of vibration and discover how you too can begin to reshape reality, not through force, but through frequency. You didn't find this video by accident, you were tuned to it. Let the remembering begin. Before we can unlock the law of vibration, we must first understand the being who brought this truth to the world. Thoth, known to the ancient Egyptians as Jehuti, was no ordinary deity. He was the god of wisdom, the divine scribe, the keeper of sacred knowledge and time. But beneath the myth lies something deeper, something more ancient. Thoth speaks through the Emerald Tablets, not as a god, but as an Atlantean master, a high initiate from a civilization that existed long before the sands of Egypt ever stirred. He refers to himself as a priest-king of Atlantis, a builder of temples and a traveler between realms. He survived the fall of his homeland, carrying with him the wisdom of a golden age. In Egypt, he established the mystery schools and encoded the universal laws within the temples, pyramids, and sacred texts, veiled in symbolism, hidden in plain sight. But Thoth's wisdom was not written for the masses. It was intended for the seekers, for those whose souls stir at the memory of forgotten truths. To those ready to hear, he gave teachings that transcended religion or culture. Teachings about the structure of the universe, the nature of the soul, and the subtle forces that shape our reality. Among these sacred principles, one law stands as a cornerstone, the foundation upon which all others rest, the law of vibration. This is the current that flows through all things, and Thoth didn't just describe it, he lived by it, taught it, and offered it as a path back to power, purpose, and divine remembrance. Let us now enter into this law, not as observers, but as participants. The Emerald Tablets speak often in riddles, not to confuse, but to protect. Truths of great power are not meant to be consumed casually. They must be felt, remembered. One such truth is this: all is vibration. Thoth teaches that everything, from the stars above to the thoughts within, is in a constant state of motion. Nothing is still. What appears solid is merely energy vibrating at a lower frequency. This is the law of vibration. At its heart, this law tells us that the universe is not built of matter but of energy. Energy that moves, hums, pulses. Every atom, every thought, every emotion is vibrating. Your body, your words, your intentions, they emit a frequency. Change the vibration, and you change the reality. Thoth understood that to master one's own energy was to master life itself, not through force, but through alignment. He writes that the wise can rise above the ordinary rhythms of the world by choosing a higher vibration, through thought, through will, through inner silence. This is not merely spiritual poetry, it is a metaphysical science. Just as a singer can shatter glass with the right note, your inner frequency can reshape the field around you. Health, abundance, relationships, spiritual insight, all of it responds to the energy you emit. And here lies the secret. You are not a victim of the vibrations around you. You are a tuning fork. You can recalibrate. Thoth's message is clear. The key to reality is not found outside, but within. To shift your vibration is to shift your life. But this is not done through frantic effort. It is done through stillness, through clarity, through resonance. So what does it mean to live by this law? It means becoming conscious of what you think, what you feel, what you speak. Every moment becomes a choice, to rise or to fall, to resonate with fear or with truth, with chaos or with divine order. This is the power hidden behind every manifestation practice, every mantra, every sacred sound. They are all tools to align you with a higher vibration. And Thoth was one of the first to say, this is the true alchemy, not turning lead to gold, but density into light, thought into form. You don't chase reality, you attune to it. To the outer world, vibration might seem like science, atoms moving, energy shifting, but Thoth's wisdom points deeper, to something more ancient than even the stars. To Thoth, vibration was not just a law of nature, it was the very breath of spirit, the rhythm of the divine echoing through every layer of creation. You are not a body with a soul, you are a soul clothed in frequency. The Emerald Tablets hint at this when Thoth writes, man is a flame, bound to a mountain, but destined to rise like the sun. The flame he speaks of is vibration, your consciousness, your spirit. It vibrates, and depending on your state, that vibration can either be dim and slow or radiant and fast, like light itself. In esoteric tradition, the soul's journey is one of frequency, ascending from lower states of density and duality toward higher states of unity and illumination, not by escaping the world, but by transmuting your presence within it. Fear, doubt, anger, these are not sins. They are simply low-frequency states, heavy, contracted. They pull your soul downward, deeper into illusion. But love, presence, truth, these vibrate higher. They expand, they liberate. When you align with them, you don't just feel better. You begin to remember who you truly are. This is the deeper meaning of Thoth's teachings. In one tablet, he writes, he who knows the fire that is within shall ascend to the heavens. This fire is vibration, and to master it, you must learn to master polarity, the dance between opposites, light and shadow, calm and chaos. Thoth taught that these poles are illusions, that both ends of the spectrum are the same force, vibrating differently. Anger is not separate from peace. It is simply peace distorted. Fear is love misplaced. By mastering your emotional polarity, you can shift your state, transmute low vibrations into high ones, not by denial, but by alchemy. This is why Thoth never gave commandments. He gave frequencies. He didn't say believe. He said align. To awaken, you must become resonance. You must vibrate with what you seek to understand, not worship the light, but become its tone. As you raise your vibration, something curious happens. The world seems to change, but it is not the world. It is your position within it. You begin to move through timelines, people, choices, guided not by logic, but by frequency. The soul becomes magnetized to higher outcomes, not by chance, but by law. This is the esoteric heart of the law of vibration. To alter your reality is not to bend it by will, but to rise within it, quietly, naturally, like light rising through water. This is the secret Thoth encoded in stone. Vibration is the language of the divine, and your soul is already fluent. Understanding the law is one thing, living it is another. Thoth's wisdom was not meant to remain trapped in symbols. It was always a living path, and if vibration is the true foundation of reality, then your every moment is a chance to reshape your world. You do not need ancient temples, you don't need rituals carved in gold, you only need presence, attention, and the willingness to tune. Begin with the breath, the first tuning fork of the soul. Thoth called breath the carrier of fire. Each inhale holds the potential to shift your frequency. When you breathe deeply, slowly, consciously, your energy rises. Breath becomes a bridge between dimensions. Let it move like sacred wind through your being. Inhale, hold, exhale, return, repeat. And with each cycle, feel yourself attuning. Then observe your thoughts. They too are vibration. Every word you think emits a frequency. Fearful thoughts cloud the field. Clear, honest, compassionate thoughts lift it. This is not forced positivity, it is resonance. Speak to yourself not in fantasy, but with sacred truth. Precision is the music of the divine. From thought, move into sound. Thoth, the master of the word, knew the ancient force hidden in vibration, not just in language, but in tone. Chanting, humming, sacred syllables, they ripple through matter, rearranging the unseen. A simple tone like Om or your own resonant hum can recalibrate your field. Let it rise from your chest, pass through your throat, and settle in the space around you. This is not performance, this is tuning. But beyond sound, there is silence. In silence, the true song is heard, not noise, but stillness, a deeper hum behind existence. In moments of quiet presence, your natural vibration reveals itself. It's in the pause between your thoughts, the space between breaths. In silence, you remember what you are. And from stillness, form emerges, through vision, not just images of desire, but vibrations of alignment. When you imagine a new reality, don't only see it, feel it, tune into its sensation. What would it be like to embody that life, not just externally, but within your field? That sensation, that frequency, is your signal. It's your key. Tuning also means protecting the signal. Everything around you emits a frequency. People, places, media, even memories. You are constantly in an exchange. Thoth warned us to guard the spaces we dwell in. That includes the space of the mind. Be deliberate. Curate your energy diet. This is not about retreating from the world. It is about sacred discernment. And finally, move with intention. Every action carries a resonance. Before you speak, ask, what frequency is this anchored in? When you walk, create, offer something to the world. Do it from a place of alignment. Actions, when imbued with conscious intention, become vibrational instruments. You don't need to be perfect. You only need to be tuned. Make space for a simple daily ritual. No dogma. Just a moment. A few minutes to align. Breath, stillness, a tone, a feeling. Let it be sacred, not as performance, but as remembrance. You are not trying to manipulate reality. You are harmonizing with it. You are not forcing the universe. You are becoming an instrument it can play, and that was always the secret. To align is not to strive, it is to return. The soul already knows the frequency of truth. It is the mind, cluttered, conditioned, and distracted, that forgets. But vibration is memory, and high vibrations are not goals to chase. They are states to remember. Thoth spoke often of light, not as metaphor, but as energy, pure vibration, beyond distortion. When we move toward the light, we don't run toward the sun. We lift our frequency, we dissolve density, we become transparent to the divine. The journey upward begins with letting go. Release the weights, fear, shame, distraction, comparison. These emotions are not sins. They are slow frequencies. They anchor us in illusion, in separation. High vibrational states are not bound by punishment, but by clarity. Love moves quickly. Gratitude hums. Stillness sings. Thoth taught that alignment begins in the subtle, in thought, attention, and silence. Your vibration is your compass. If something dims you, tightens you, fragments you, it is out of tune. If something expands you, softens you, opens your field, follow that tone. To align is to become receptive, not passive, but open, like an instrument left in sunlight. Detox not just the body, but the field. Limit what you consume through your eyes and ears. Words carry resonance. Images embed tone. Even your inner dialogue casts frequencies into your being. Curate your inner temple, and in its center, stillness. Stillness is not absence, it is precision. It is the clarity from which the highest tones can rise, like a perfectly tuned bowl waiting for the strike. That moment of readiness is the resonance of the divine. You may notice life responds differently when you vibrate higher. People shift, synchronicities arise, obstacles dissolve without conflict. Why? Because the universe is not punishing or rewarding, it is echoing. You become a signal, and the world mirrors back your song. Thoth's legacy is not just knowledge, it is frequency. His teachings were encoded for resonance, not simply to be read, but to be felt. To align with higher vibrations is to awaken the part of you that is eternal, beyond flesh, beyond time. The more you tune to the light, the less you need to seek it. It becomes you. So move gently, speak clearly, think like a beam of light, and feel how reality begins to shimmer around you. In the still chambers of your being, a higher frequency is already waiting, not above you, but within you. What was once hidden is now resurfacing. The law of vibration has existed in all ages, though its understanding ebbed and flowed with the rise and fall of civilizations. Lemuria, Atlantis, Egypt, each one knew this law deeply. But what's striking is that they didn't just discover it, they lived it. These ancient cultures didn't merely ponder vibration, they harnessed it, aligning themselves to the frequencies of creation. Thoth, the keeper of these forgotten laws, was a time traveler, a being who transcended linear time. It's said that he encoded knowledge in a way that would awaken humanity when it was most needed. The Emerald Tablets were not meant for just one era, but for all eras. The past, present, and future woven together in a single eternal thread of understanding. In Lemuria, the highest beings resonated with the Earth's frequencies, deeply connected to the land, the elements, and the stars. They understood that to remain aligned with nature's vibration was to live in harmony with the cosmos. When Atlantis rose, the sages knew that higher wisdom would come with responsibility, but as their society crumbled, the secrets of vibration became veiled once more, lost beneath the ruins of time. Thoth's message remained, passed down through Egypt's priests and kings, hidden within the stones of the temples and the cosmic symbolism embedded in their art. It was never about building grand structures to enshrine wisdom. It was about living with the codes of vibration at the core of life itself. They wrote not just for posterity, but to leave a map for the future. In our time, we have the same opportunity. We are in an age of remembering, of rediscovering these ancient truths. And the law of vibration is at the heart of this revival. Modern science is slowly catching up. Quantum physics, with its talk of energy, frequency, and vibration, is uncovering what ancient sages like Thoth understood millennia ago. Science is peeling back the layers of reality, showing us that, at the most fundamental level, everything, from atoms to galaxies, is vibrational. And yet, while the science is advancing, the true power of vibration lies not in the laboratory, but in the heart. It lies in your own ability to resonate with the highest frequencies of truth, light, and love. You are the bridge between the ancient past and the unfolding future. The wisdom encoded in Thoth's teachings is not lost. It is alive. It hums within you, and it's waiting for you to tune into it. Reality does not bend to effort. It bends to resonance. You don't need to struggle, force, or manipulate the world around you. To alter the fabric of your experience, you must first change the frequency within. Thoth's wisdom speaks to the deepest part of us, the part that remembers its original state of harmony with the cosmos. This was his secret, not spells or rituals, but a vibration. You can spend lifetimes chasing power, seeking control, searching for truth in distant places. But the truth, the power, the essence you seek, it has always been within you. It vibrates within your cells. It pulses in the air around you. It echoes through the fabric of time and space. Breathe deeply and feel your tone. In this moment, as you align your thoughts and heart, the entire universe listens. It responds to the frequency you emit. Ask yourself, what is the vibration you are sending into the field? Are you vibrating love, peace, and light, or are you caught in patterns of fear and confusion? Thoth's teachings are an invitation to become conscious of your frequency and to tune it to its highest possible note. You do not need to change the world outside you. You need to become the highest expression of yourself, the vibration of your truth, your light, your purpose. Feel the pulse within you and remember, the cosmos will always respond to the frequency you offer. Now, in stillness, activate your own vibration. Feel the resonance of this truth and carry it with you. The path to a transformed reality begins with one simple act, tuning to the highest frequency of your being. The tablets still speak. Can you hear them?